YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to How to Vision. Udah lama nih nggak kelihatan ya. Nah, jadi saya mau bikin Dragon Raja untuk Bronze 5, oke? Ini tips sama tricksnya. Tapi saya nggak akan ngomong pakai bahasa Indonesia, oke? Saya mau coba pakai bahasa Inggris, oke? Nah, so we actually switched account, okay, between me and Altisha. So I'm actually using the gunslinger and she's actually using my soul dancer. Okay, so I'm gonna show you now the tips and tricks on each part on what to do, and hopefully you guys will understand it. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so let's just start. I'm gonna skip everything from the front and opening up the chest, because it's pretty self-explanatory, okay? So you just have to open up the chest to get the key for you to open up the snake pit. Now, once you're already in here, you should see two white things here, or you should see a pool of water depending on your phone, okay? Now what you want to do is, once you see the snake does the fireball, you have to go inside of the pool to avoid the damage, but just be aware of where your character is, because sometimes if the fireball hits right in front of your character, it will deal as a damage. Okay, so just be aware of where you're standing and where the fireball is going at. Now, for this next part, you should always kill the mobs before you open up the snake, okay? Now, why do I say that? It's because while we were trying to defeat the snake, two of the mobs from earlier actually came all the way down here, okay? So sometimes that can mess up your rhythm. So just make sure before you open up the snake, you have to kill all the mobs that's in the front, okay? Now, once this one is almost finished, you have two choices. You can either go inside the pool to avoid the fire, or you can stand on top of the pillar to avoid the fire, like how I'm doing right now, okay? Alright, so for this next part, you guys should see a razor blade, okay? Now, all you have to do is just attack it one time and wait for it to move all the way down near the door, and continue attacking it until the door opens up. For this next part, for the fire frogs, if you're a gunslinger, you can actually attack the frogs even without stepping inside of the room. Okay, like how I'm doing right now. I have never actually went inside, so you do not have to go inside, because you can automatically attack from here to start your damage as early as possible, which will help a lot. And I highly suggest for you guys to actually use thunderclap, especially when they're already grouped up together, because that will make the frogs die so much faster, okay, using the thunderclap. So I highly suggest to use thunderclap. Now, once you see the fire shield, take the frogs out and kill it outside of the fire shield, because if they're inside of the fire shield, your damage is only gonna be one damage, so it's not even worth it, and you're probably gonna end up dying. So make sure you take them out. But I am actually not quite sure why in this scenario right now my frogs are actually bugged out, okay? He should have actually went outside already, so I'm not sure why these frogs are staying inside, okay? He's pretty bugged. Okay, so after the fire frogs, what you want to do is you just go back inside and actually just kill the remaining frogs, okay? This is not gonna hurt, so don't worry about it, just continue. Now, for this next two boss, all you have to do is just bring them next to the snake, and it's gonna turn to stone. So from that on, you just continue attacking it, and you'll be on your way for the next one. For the next one, I have actually no guide on it because it's guessing. So there's absolutely no way for me to make a guide when it comes to guessing what it is, okay? Okay, so what you want to do is now you just have to walk in the middle and make sure both of the boss is together, so that way you guys can deal AoE damage to both of them at the same time, not just one. Okay, because if you just kill one, the other one's gonna come back to life before you even kill the other one. Okay, so just make sure you kill it both at the same time. All right, now for this one, if you manage to get through the fire frogs without dying, in this one you will pretty much die, but if you know the technique, you could actually not even die, but it's pretty hard for now. Okay, now what you want to essentially do is, if you die, try not to go back to the bridge before the other one come back to life. I say that is because, as you can see before, Alticia went to the bridge, so it forces one of the statue to actually reset. Okay, you do not want to let the statue reset, so one have to just be a kiter until the other one gets back. Okay, so you can die as many times as possible in here, as long as you just have 1 health left before the fire dragon, because the fire dragon is relatively easy, so you are pretty much not gonna die. And plus you could just regen first if, let's say, you do need HP. Okay, but for this boss, it will continuously regen and it will continuously reset, so just use as much health as possible in here. Okay, now for this next one is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, so you just have to watch out when he's flying, you have to watch out whenever he's throwing the fireballs, so you guys can just see where to dodge and which skills to dodge. Okay, because some skills, even if you're trying to dodge, is still gonna hit. Okay, unless you're super far away, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so as long as you just dodge the most important skills that he used, then you're pretty much never gonna die in this boss ever. Okay, because you can regen and his health is not gonna regen whatsoever. Right, so this is pretty much the tips and the guides for Bronze 5. So hopefully you guys enjoy this and hopefully it's useful for you guys. Okay, so I'll see you guys on the next one and enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.